Okay, this really relaxes all the tension in my back, but it's also making my appetite go up. But it's giving me lots of energy, so I'm gonna make some of this really fast. Okay, first you want to get a bowl, something to put your food in. And I'm just gonna cook this right in here. And then you put some water in it. Water. Oh, water. Water is life. Okay, then you take your cheap dollar store noodles, four for $1. You can find them at the right price. And these things are hard to open, so be careful. You should get them everywhere. Okay, then that's what they give you. Plus, like some of this stuff, depending on what flavors you're looking for. Which, they're pretty. These are really salty. So if you've got problems with salt, then don't use these. Leave them aside. Don't put them in there, because this is starches too. So watch your diet and know what you're eating. But that's not really enough. And even if I put this in here, which like I do need a few bit of sodium, especially having a low input of foods. What's good for the heart is some spice, if you can tolerate what you can tolerate. Some people don't even like black pepper, but you put a bit of this in there, and this stuff's pretty cheap. You get your own. Get your own. Don't really get those little tiny packets. Go get some sauce, and put sauce on your stuff, because sauce has stuff in it for on your stuff. Speaking of sauce, I forgot to stock up on this stuff. And so yeah, you just pour like a bit of that right in there. Not too much, just a little bit. Okay, and we got this stuff, but my jar is like pretty much done for. So I'm gonna put a little bit of water in there, swish it around, because I'm making soup. Okay, we got some water. Be careful. Don't get this on your electric stuff like your phone or on your lap. Just a little bit, because you need that for yourself too. And always keep yourself hydrated. Drink lots of water. Okay, so you just shake this up, right, until you get all that off of there. And then, you know, not only do you have something to throw into your soup for extra flavor, but you're cleaning this jar too. Okay, and we'll just pour this right in there. And look, it's already rinsed. Okay, I said I'm going to use up this last egg roll, and instead of just making an egg roll, I'm going to bust it up after it's cooked and toss it into the soup, which you're like, what are you even thinking? But that's going to put everything that's in there in my soup, and all the outside pieces, that those turn into like your wontons. If you want wonton soup, make your own. And just because those noodles are just noodles, I'm throwing some vegetables in, because you need that. So I need another dish to warm those up in. Okay, so we're starting off with this stuff. I'm gonna heat them up real fast. Okay, so then we just bust this up, just with the fork or knife or whatever you got. Okay, then we just slide this right in here before we boil it, or before we put the boiling water in, which is what the cooked noodles. You want all your extra ingredients to be completely cooked when you add them. Don't rely on boiling water to cook your food, or to cook your meat. Those instant noodles and instant processed foods, they will cook with boiling water, but not all will. Well, just an immersion in boiling water. You're making a tea if you're just adding vegetables to that. So you get all that in there, and add the water. Let that seep for a while, and enjoy. How much water you use is really up to you as to how much water you like in your soups. Some people like to even boil it right down. You can drain it off too. In which case, I would cook the noodles separate, and then drain off the water before adding anything else. And then always make sure that all your foods are cooked. But don't eat raw foods or raw meats. Raw foods, whole foods are fine, and you can always make your own locally sourced foods, and make sure you've always got clean utensils. Letting my noodles plump. Kitty cat's getting hungry too. Okay, always be sure to wash and dry your cutlery and dishes after you use them, and make sure that you don't use your own. Provide your own, and put things away when you're done with them. And if you can't use these, don't feel bad. There are always these, and whatever kind of cutlery you want. Those are your personal items. And I got a bit of razor burn because I was trying to shave in the space of time it takes for the noodles. So always remember your cooking times, and then you can do whatever you need to in between. Speaking of which, I'm going to get ready because you don't want to wear this stuff to dinner, right? So I'm going to get ready to eat because those noodles are looking plumper, and I think it's almost ready to eat. And the cat looks nice and full. I think he started without me. Also, some plastics are reusable, so wash and dry them. Make sure you dry them because that's what leads to various sicknesses is mildew and things like that. So make sure that they're dry. So I don't mind the casual look, but for sitting down for a meal, maybe not. Now you could try to dress all snazzy, but then you gotta learn how to tie a tie. And besides, I put my bow tie on my hat, and bow ties are cool. They are too cool. So, I don't know. Brim up, brim down. Let me know in the comments. Okay, this feels better. It's more casual, but still, not slobby. But it also shows you ready to have fun, and it's sharp. They'll get the point. So now for something to stimulate the appetite, and those noodles look like they're about done. So we'll check on those after this. Okay, I'm back. A bit more comfortable because this is just me eating, and I got my meal here. You can see that this is let me mix this all up a bit more. And it's not very soupy because, you know, the longer you let the noodles soak in that water, the more it absorbs. And, you know, if you like it soupy, add a little more water. And let's see how those wontons turned out. Oh yeah. Some noodles. But those little bits of eggroll. When there's only one egg roll left, stuff goes crazy. And I guess I'm not eating alone here. I got my friend. And he's been checked, he's safe, he's just a little paranoid. Okay, eat well. If anyone has any, you know, cheap food options they want to suggest to me, I'm going to keep making these meal videos. I hope this wasn't too long, and I'm trying to keep it entertaining. So, comments below, and till next time.